in this question, oh, I forgot to put factor. Go ahead and write in factor. Sorry. Look, this one too. Oh, sorry. Here we go. Here I'm factoring. Remember, my first question I asked myself when I'm factoring is there a GCF? Okay, and then next I ask myself, is A equal to 1 or greater than 1? Okay, so those are the questions I'm asking myself. So first I'm looking, is there a GCF? Is there a number that multiplies to 5, 43, and 18? So 5, the only numbers that multiply to 5 are 5 and 1. So like, does 5 multiply to 43 or 18? Nope. Okay, so there's no GCF. So in this case, the answer is no, there's no GCF. And so now I'm looking at this first number. Is A equal to 1? Nope, A is more than 1. So I need to use this strategy, right, where this times this equals this, and this times this equals this, and then I need to check and make sure that I get this, right? Okay, so first, the two numbers that multiply to 5 are just 5 and 1. So this is going to be 5x times x. That's the only way to get 5x squared. And here, 18 actually has some possibilities. Could be 1 times 18, could be 2 times 9, could be 3 times 6. Okay, so this is going to be a little bit tricky. Now, I also observed that the 18 is negative. So if I'm multiplying to get a negative, that means I need a positive and a negative. So let's just start. I'll start with 3 and 6. So I'm going to put the 3 here and the 6 here. Notice I'm writing really lightly now because I might have to erase. So this is 5 times negative 6. That's negative 30x plus 3x. Look, and here's what I'm checking, right? I'm checking this multiplication and this multiplication. So that equals negative 27. That's a no. So let's go ahead and switch them. This is 5 times negative 3. That's negative 15x plus 6x. That's negative 9x. Nope, I'm looking for negative 43. So look, I'm going to cross off 3 and 6. I tried that both directions. Okay, let's try the 2 and the 9. 5x times negative 9 is negative 45x. And 2 times x is plus 2x. That's negative 43x. Perfect, that's what I'm looking for, right? I wanted it to be negative 43, and I got it. So let's go ahead and darken this. Okay, in this next one, it says simplify. Now look, this is multiplying, right? This is, I have this times this times this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to multiply these two first. Okay, so I'm going to bring this 6x down. I don't want to forget about it, so I'm bringing it down right now. Look, I'm setting myself up so I don't forget about it. And now I'm going to start multiplying here. So I'm going to do 2x times x, right? It's always 1, 2, 3, 4. So 2x times x, that's 2x squared. 2x times 5, that's plus 10x. Negative 3 times x, that's negative 3x. And negative 3 times 5, that's negative 15. I'm going to combine my like terms and bring it down here. 10 minus 3 is 7. Okay, now what am I going to do? I'm going to not forget about this 6x, and now I'm just multiplying. I'm distributing this to all three pieces. 6 times 2 is 12. Look, x times x times x, that's x to the third. 6 times 7 is 42. X times x is x squared. 6 times negative 15 is negative 90. Now this is 6x times 15, so it's 90x, negative 90x. Okay, and this is my answer. Okay, back to another factoring question. Remember, I have two questions I ask myself when I'm factoring. Is there a GCF? And then, is A equal to 1 or greater than 1? Okay, so first I'm looking, is there a number that multiplies to 3, 9, and 84? So I start with my smallest number, 3, and I ask myself, does it multiply to 9? Oh, it does. Does it multiply to 84? Look, here's the trick for knowing if a number, if I could divide a number by 3. If you add up the digits, like here I get 12. If that's divisible by 3, which it is, right? 3 times 4 is 12, then the number is divisible by 3. So 84 actually is divisible by 3. The other way that I can check is I can just put in my calculator 84 divided by 3 and see if it's a whole number, and it is. Okay, so that tells me, yes, there is a GCF. 3 could multiply to all of these numbers. So I'm going to take out a 3. 3 times what is 3x squared? X squared. 3 times what is 9x? And 3 times what is 84? Remember, look, I did 84 divided by 3, I got 28. So this is negative 84, this is going to be negative 28. Okay, now remember, I'm not done, right? I'm going to bring down the 3, and now I'm going to ignore the 3, and I'm looking for two numbers that multiply to negative 28 and add to 3. How do I know? Because look, I asked myself, is A 1 or is A greater than 1? It's just 1, so I'm just looking for two numbers that multiply to this, add to this. If I'm multiplying to a negative, it's going to be 1 positive, 1 negative. Two numbers that multiply to 28 and subtract to 3 are 4 and 7. And I want it to add to positive 3, so I'm going to make the larger number positive, so I have more positives than negatives. Last one, I'm subtracting, not adding, right? So yes, I'm going to combine my like terms, but first I need to distribute this negative to each of these. Okay, this is going to be 2 steps. I'm going to bring down these 2 terms. Now I'm subtracting 2n squared. I'm subtracting negative 7n, that becomes plus 7n, and subtracting 4. Okay, let's combine my like terms. I get 7 minus 2, that's 5n squared. Negative 5 plus 7, okay, there's more positives than negatives, this is plus 2n, okay, and definitely feel free to use your calculator on all of this. And then negative 4 does not have a like term, I just bring it down.